The rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poor. Let's discuss why that is on today's segment of Financial Friday. What's going on, champions? It's your coach MJ back at you with another episode of Sats and Success. It's time for us to learn and grow, so let's go. The rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. My mom used to say that all the time. But it never registered because when I was young, as she would say that to my sister and I, we didn't understand money like most still don't today. We didn't understand investing. We didn't understand how banks really operate. But once I learned about all these things, it became clear as day. Clear as day. And I'll tell you right now, I absolutely have a deep disdain for banks. A very deep disdain for banks. Because now I see them for the greedy, conniving criminals that they are. Pause. See, back in the day, the banks would give you a decent yield on your money for depositing it with them. And because taxes and inflation, it wasn't a big problem as it is today. You could actually grow your money by just parking it in a savings account. Now, fast forward to today, you get squat for keeping your money in a savings account. The banks want to earn all the yield off your money. They give you what, 0.00 something? Come on, man. Come on. One of the provisions that allowed the Genius Act to pass. Now, that centers around stablecoins. So you guys are going to have to tune into my Sats on Saturday episodes if you want to learn more about that, as that has to do with more about Bitcoin and other digital assets. But the one thing that allowed the Genius Act to pass was that the stablecoin companies would not be able to offer interest to their users. Why? Because the banks would lose control of their money monopoly. The money monopoly they have had for so long. Again, you used to be able to get a return, a yield from saving your money, and it could grow a little bit in the bank. So let me share with you how they keep the wealth gap widening, making those that are financially savvy with money richer, and those who aren't as financially savvy living paycheck to paycheck poor. See, there's a lot of folks out there who don't understand investing, some who don't have the risk tolerance to invest. So their only avenue is to save their money, and that's okay. All right? But this is what the banks do. This is what the banks do. Peep their playbook, champions. Again, they give you squat for a yield. So the only way for you to get any kind, I guess you could call it a decent yield, decent return, is to A, lock up your money in a certificate of deposit. Notice I said lock, because that's exactly what it is. It's locked up for 3 months, for 6 months, for 12 months, for 18 months. And you get penalized for early withdrawal if you have an emergency and you need to have access to that money. It's locked up. So it's really not that liquid. Now, you can choose option B. You can absolutely choose option B. Put your money into one of their money market accounts. Oh, wait, ma'am. Wait, sir. You have to have a certain amount of money to open a money market account to earn the decent yield to those with money that have the access. All right. So you got to have money to access those type of accounts. So you got people out here working their tails off, trying to get ahead. If you're living paycheck to paycheck and you can only save a very little amount, which again yields you nothing at all, and that little yield you get off of the savings account is more than eaten up by inflation, heck, along with what you're saving. So you can never get ahead. Listen, don't miss this point. Please don't miss this point. If you're not earning a high yearly income, you absolutely have to be in a position to put the money you do make to work for you. And therein lies the rub. Because most of these folks are the same ones today living paycheck to paycheck, month to month, and don't have access to the type of accounts offered by the banks to give them the yield they need to grow their money. Let me say that again. If you're not earning a high yearly income, you absolutely have to be in a position to put the money you do make to work for you. That's the rub. That is the rub. These folks, they're the same ones living paycheck to paycheck, month to month, and you don't have the access. The bank is not giving you access to the type of accounts that would yield you the money that you need to grow, even just a little bit. All right. And again, if these people have a low risk tolerance and are uncomfortable with investing, their only vehicle, their only avenue is to have some type of high yielding savings account, which again, they don't have access to. Now are you starting to see how the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer? Are you guys starting to see this now? Now back to the Genius Act. And I'm done so you guys can go enjoy your weekend. It was passed because it was agreed upon that the stablecoin issuers wouldn't pay interest to users. See, the banks know if there is a platform out there paying more interest with no minimum deposit, and you don't have to go through all the rigmarole of showing an ID, etc., etc. Listen, champions, these accounts are perfect for those who can only save a little. So the banks knew they couldn't compete with that. Or, excuse me, they didn't want to compete with that. So they put a ton of pressure on Congress to put a provision in the act that forbid stablecoin issuers to offer interest to their users. Everyone said, cool, it passed. Guess what they're doing now? Now they're trying to renege. They're trying to renege on the thing that they agreed to because the compromise was that the exchanges would be able to offer rewards. Exchanges like Binance, exchanges like Coinbase, exchanges like Robinhood, Crypto.com. They would be able to offer rewards to their users. And now they don't even want that because they're freaking out. They're freaking out. This is the perfect picture and example of monopolistic behavior. Perfect example of monopolistic behavior. Banks don't want what's best for their customer because they don't want to compete for your business. They don't want to compete for your business. Instead, they want to use the government to stop the companies that are creating and innovating, who more so want to partner with you by giving you a good return or rewards like the banks used to for depositing and doing business with them, okay? And see, there's just pull and tug with banks trying to hold on to their monopoly. This is what you guys are seeing playing out today. And this is the reason why I have a deep disdain for banks, because it is an institution that today is specifically designed for those who have money to get more of it by taking from the ones who have less of it. The rich keep getting richer while the poor keep getting poor. And this is why I need you guys to tune in tomorrow for Sats on Saturday so you can keep getting a better understanding of how Bitcoin, crypto, and the digital asset world can help you escape the banking monopoly that's keeping so many poor. That's all I got for you. Hey, if you guys got any value from today's video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I promise I'll bring you more of it, okay? I hope to see you guys on tomorrow for this week's segment of Sats on Saturday as we discuss Bitcoin and the crypto space. Until then, be blessed, be a blessing to someone. Love you, I appreciate you, and we'll see you on tomorrow. Peace.